So guys, this is it. Here we are. The finals of the virtual StripeCon. Werner Kraus versus myself. Epic battle. No, just kidding. Before I wrap it up, Werner wants to say a few words. So Werner, stage is yours.
Of course, of course. So I also wanted to thank Julian for all his efforts he was done organizing actually 2 StripeCons, because we were first, or mainly he was first organizing the classical in-person event, which didn't happen in our Lower Bavaria, home country, Lower Bavaria. And when everything was pretty much organized, then COVID kicked in, and yeah, we were pretty clueless, but finally we found a good tool eventually, and yeah. So now this was the first StripeCon. Thank you very much, Julian. It was really a pleasure for us all to listen here to all these interesting talks, to your good moderation. And
thanks a lot, man. It really was my pleasure, and it was an honor to host the first virtual StripeCon. So I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, and one more thing, a little announcement to the community. Maybe some of you have been in Krems last year in Austria at the last StripeCon in 2019, and there was the idea discussed to help us organize and promote the Silverstripe CMS in Europe. And I can tell you should be prepared for things that come up for the European Silverstripe community. So stay tuned for an exciting year, and see you next time, maybe at a virtual StripeCon, maybe in person, hopefully both once. So, okay.
Well said. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, bye.
Bye-bye. So guys, I'm afraid it's time. Let's wrap this up. That's it. That's all. And first of all, I just want to say that it's really cool that we just did it. You know, it's always a community thing, and thanks to all the speakers, to all the people who helped me in the background, and to the sponsors for being on board to really make virtual StripeCon happen. So we've proven that we can do this and that we can beat COVID. So, and I'm super happy that it took place in that way and that we had so many attendees. I will show some updated stats, of course. And yeah, it's really been a blast. On popular demand, of course, all the talks and the sessions will be shared on our YouTube shortly after the conference. We've recorded everything. We will do some post-production and, you know, the classical video tuning, and then it will go live. Make sure to monitor our social media, and there'll probably be a newsletter, so you can sign up for that to make sure to not miss anything. There's a link on the StripeCon website for this. So yeah, this will be there soon. And now let's have a look at some updated stats. So I was kind of blown away by the numbers. We had 227 registrations, which is great. Even better, we had a turnout of nearly 90%, so 205 people really attended. So that's record-breaking. So I was kind of happy that so many people attended. We've had 9 lightning talks. We have 25 countries participating. And the 3 top sign-up countries are Germany, New Zealand, and UK. So good stuff happening there. All right. Let's have some fun with my favorite topic, the polls. I'm sure if you're the good observer, you've probably seen that I had a lot of fun creating polls. So there are 10 of them. Just let's go through them pretty quickly. What do you think about the virtual StripeCon experience? So by looking at the chart, it's clear that we didn't screw up totally. So most people kind of liked it. And yeah, we'll definitely consider a hybrid approach next year, I'd say. So of course, it would be great to see you all in person next year. But maybe there's a chance to get more people, you know, from the US, Canada, Sri Lanka, New Zealand on board, even though it will take place in Europe again. So hybrid is an option, I'd say. Next poll. Oh. Okay, the second poll didn't work. Third poll. where do you mainly host? So this was spread it out a little bit, but I really like that 10% went straight to Dirk. Okay. Next poll. How are you playing the headless server-side rendering game? So to my surprise, most people, or by looking at the votes, most of the voters didn't even check it out yet. So that's probably something that should be even promoted a little bit more in the whole development world. Yeah, interesting fact. So I pretty much like that one. What do you do to provide a proper level of security in your websites and web apps? And most of you said, I basically just take what the framework or library provides out of the box. So this is particularly interesting because it really can be like a USP for a library or framework to say, hey, we have damn neat security, because that's probably all that is going to be shipped later. So yeah, I thought that was also interesting from a sales perspective. Next poll, what development method do you use? And a lot of people use deployer. Some people still use FTP, GitHub Actions. So yeah, no surprises here, I'd say. Today's polls, what do you think about Redux? The winner is never gave it a try, and 6 people say it makes me want to sit in the shower clutching my knees while silently weeping. Sorry, I had to pull this one off. Machine learning, yeah. So it's nobody's daily business, and most of the people were just scared by the things Ingo were talking about. This one too. Okay. The first poll, really, well, loved this one. Fancy shirt. I think this was also the best participation in the poll. Yeah, well, it speaks for itself. And now the final and most important poll. Where should StripeCon EU 2021 be hosted? So we've got 2 top candidates. We've got Sweden and we've got the Canary Islands. So why is that? I'd say the Canary Islands are pretty obvious because Aaron, I've already seen Aaron Brockers here in the chat. You're there, dude. He kind of dropped a little hint at last year's StripeCon that Tenerife would be a good place to host that one. So I'd say interesting option, but Sweden. Good thing is we happen to know some Swedish Silver Stripe guys who could do that. Still not sure if Sweden is a good option. What about now? So I say Sweden is a good option too. All right, that was fun. Let's have a little bit more fun. So today our lucky fairy is a little web application called Wheel of Names. As per tradition, we will be giving away 3 JetBrains licenses and 3 goodie bags from our sponsor, Buddy. So I'm changing screen sharing to that wonderful Wheel of Names. Give me a second. And here we go. So the first JetBrains license goes to and we have a winner, Justus Callo. So 1 JetBrains license for you. So now let's go for the first Buddy goodie bag. Exciting, isn't it? And it's for John Tranter. Congrats, man. So second JetBrains license. Benjamin Kreft, this one goes out to you. Congrats. So the second Buddy goodie bag. Stefan Bauer, it's yours. Last round. So the last JetBrains license goes to Julian. And I'm spinning the wheel one last time for the last buddy goodie bag. And that one is for Mohammed. So that was the lucky fairy action. I'm switching back to my shop presentation. Okay, so about goodie bags and swag and stuff, please keep in mind, we do have our own very small Virtual StripeCon web shop. Get your t-shirts, mugs, and stickers for your laptop covers, of course. Yeah, link will be available on our website. Check it out. Last but not least, thanks again to all our wonderful sponsors. Of course, we couldn't have done it without you. Thanks for all the support, and also thanks again to all the speakers and all the contributors. It really was a blast. Thanks to all the attendees, to the crowd for being active on the chat and the networking section. So it really was a cool conference. And another very special thanks to all the people that helped me a lot, especially to Stacy Truster, to Andy Adivijaya, to Herbert Küber-Garcia, to Werner Kraus, and to Andreas Spannbauer. Couldn't have done it without you guys. So thanks a lot. Much love. Okay, I think the moment has come. We are done. That was the first virtual StripeCon, and I can't say it often enough. It really was a cool conference. Loved it, and yeah, well, hope to see you next year, hopefully in person. And now we know we've got a second option. So guys, all the best for you. See you soon. Bye-bye.